Orlando Skandrick back with us. Orlando, some strong words. You played for Pederson and the Eagles in your career. So who is most to blame for Philly's record right now?
All these teams start off with me being a former player. It all starts at the top. So it starts off with your head coach. You know, it's his responsibility to get you ready. But for me, I don't know why he's pissed off. It's just like when reality sets in and denial no longer works. I mean, this is what we knew about this team since the Super Bowl. They're average at best. And, you know, now that the pressure is starting to mount on him and GM Howie Roseman, you know, who else can he blame? Your quarterback's underachieving, but it's your offense. Your defense is up and down, and you put so much resource into it, and it's supposed to be the dominant force. And, you know, they've had a lot of injuries, but that's sports in general. We knew with this COVID season, with a reduced off season, with no preseason, we knew there was going to be a lot of injuries. And there's a lot of teams around the league that have a lot of injuries.
I agree with everything you just said. Skip, it's almost like he's calling the game like it's 2017 and his offensive line is intact. They can run the football every game, and he's calling plays the exact same way when he doesn't have nearly the exact same talent. Is that you're running the ball really well on Sunday, but somehow you're still asking Carson Wentz to drop back and throw the ball 40 times. Why? You should not have the same philosophy when you don't have the same level of talent on the field. Doug,
when you vouch for somebody, okay, like let's equivalent it. When you got a Ferrari and then you got a little pickup truck, you gonna drive your Ferrari. So, you know, Carson, that's the way that they see fit. They still think that, you know, it's Carson Wentz in 2017 pre-injury, and they still think that they can run plays the way they did. And it has no creativity whatsoever. It looks like watching paint dry. And it's like they wait till they get down and then let Carson stuff a little stats. And I'm right now I'm starting to think Carson Wentz may be related to Kirk Cousins because they both good at stuffing stats.
And because, Skip, you remember in 2017, they had LeGarrette Blount and they had J.J. They could run the football. Now, he was on his way to winning MVP, got hurt, then Nick Foles come in. Now you can play action. He had Alshon. He had guys that could make plays. Zach Ertz, they can make plays. Well, you don't have that level of guy on the outside. You don't run the ball like that. And when you do run the ball, you take the ball out of their belly and let Carson throw it. And then as soon as he gets going, he gets the game close, the defense let them come back on the field, and the offense go right back down the field and score a touchdown. And like, boom, we back. Like, They can never, if you watch them, they really never play well together. Offense and defense play well on the exact same day. Either one played well and the other takes the day off, or the other plays well and the other takes the day off.
But when I said it, I was a hater. When I said it, I was a hater. I was a hater.
Who said that?
I got too much hate in my heart because I was telling you. I told you this a long time ago. I said Carson Wentz is just, he's big, he's strong, he could throw it far, but he don't have no accuracy. He got he don't want to put it on his shoulders. He looked like when the game is on the line, let me run around. I've never seen a quarterback so many times duck. What ducking is supposed to be? That's supposed to be something like an ad lib. That's part of his drop back and duck.
Well, because you know what's happened? He done got hit so many times. He know what's coming. He know it's finna happen.
I am loving this.
I bet you.
That Ferrari, known as Carson Wentz, is a lemon. I've been trying to tell Shannon for 3 years. He is extremely overrated. And the biggest problem of the Eagles right now is that the guy he calls walk it to him Wentz is actually give it to him Wentz. He is leading the whole league in giveaways, as in turnovers, with 16. He's at minus 16. Next on the list at minus 13 are Daniel Jones and Russell Wilson, who has risen all the way up to 13th in giveaways. So now we got Dougie P. Ode on his radio show. And this was classic. If you read all the quotes that he spat back and forth with the host of the show, he finally says, okay, go ahead. Blame it on me all you want. I'll handle it with the players. We are shooting ourselves in the foot. That is classic Dougie P., who wrote a book called Fearless after they won the Super Bowl, saying, don't look at me. Don't really blame me. You can if that's what you want, but I'm going to go in that locker room and I'm going to fix this because I will handle it because it ain't my fault. It's their fault. And it's especially the quarterback's fault because I don't think he ever wanted this quarterback to begin with. This was a Howie Roseman pick. And somehow, some way, they just took Jalen Hurts up high in the draft because I think they have designs on replacing Carson Wentz sooner than later with Jalen Hurts.
Well, Skip, if you write the book and take credit for the win, shouldn't you take blame
I guess so, but
for the losses?
He doesn't take blame well at all.
I wish he'd got PO'd when Brett Favre was taking shots at his quarterback. Where was that kind of fire then, Skip? Are you taking a shot at my quarterback? Oh, Brett Favre, Brett's my friend. Brett's my friend. You know, Brett doesn't speak.
Reality setting in. Oh, you know how it is when reality setting in. You know the process of this. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to get blamed.
So you can say this is all I got left, but my quarterback, Dak Prescott, is way better than his quarterback, Carson Wentz. I told you from the start, and it is now coming true right before your horrified eyes.
Hold on. Your guy got 2 division titles. The guy that I talk about got 2 division titles, and we're in line to get a 3rd.
Yeah, and your guy has a Super Bowl ring thanks to Nick Foles, who had a shrine built in the locker room to him the next year because that team decided Nick Foles was way better than Carson Wentz.
But
let's just say this. Let's just say these 2 quarterbacks is trending in 2 different directions. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Carson, you would like to see Carson get better, but he just has not gotten better, and he's gotten progressively worse. And you got to say at what point, just like we say down in Tampa with BA, at what point is Doug going to put Carson in position to do what he does well? And maybe the things that he does well, which is the RPOs and things like that made him successful. Maybe those are things that he doesn't like to do, but just being a straight drop back passer, he doesn't consistently make good decisions. He's not consistently accurate, and that hurts him. That's shooting them in the foot.
Exactly. That's what the good coaches do. You call plays according to the quarterback, but it's my system, you run my system. I got to call what you're good at. Skip, Aaron Rodgers cannot run Baltimore Ravens offense, but you wouldn't ask Lamar Jackson to run Patrick Mahomes offense. They're 2 different players, and so you call plays accordingly. So you call, well, this is my offense, this is what I did with Nick Foles, and Nick Foles can handle it. Okay, fine. But that's not what he's good at. What is he good at? What can I take advantage of that he's really good at that can help our team win? You just don't call plays, well, I'm just calling plays. The plays on the sheet, let me call this. But you got to look at the talent that you have. He mentioned something very interesting. He said, we got too much pride. He ain't mentioned nothing about no talent.
No.
I mean, all of you guys, look, we're too talented of a ball club.
But are they still the most talented team in the East? Yeah, they are. They are.
Not
on paper, maybe, but you just see Alshon has been hurt. D-Jack hurt.
Ertz is gone.
Wait a second. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. Let's start with those 2.
Okay, you talk about defensive side, but on offense, they're a long way from being talented.
But Lane Johnson, isn't he back? He's been in and out.
He's in and out. And you got the best offensive lineman, Brooks. He's out. Your left tackle wasn't even supposed to be playing left tackle. As a matter of fact, Skip, you released him because your left tackle that's supposed to be in there, he got hurt. So they are a hodgepodge on offense. But, hey, Dougie P, you got all the credit. Oh, Philly's special. Oh, you got to be fearless. Well, right now you're coaching foolish. Let Wentz do what he does really well and go from there.
But I don't think that he even knows what he does well. It's been so long. I got to go watch the History Channel to watch some Eagles success.
There you go try to take a little shot. Take a little shot.
Agreed.
You just gave me so much. I had so much hate in my heart. And
you got a little bit. I mean, you still got a little bit in there.
I don't got no hate in my heart. I just turn it on Sunday. Watch the Eagles on Sunday. Get some love in my heart.
Hey,
brotherly love.
Philly should have run away with this division. You know it, and I know it. And now it's come all apart, and I am loving it. I don't have much left with my team, but neither do you.
That's okay. Well, I'll root for the